Pay me, pay me, pay me my silver now. Pay me or go to jail. Pay me my silver now.
Good morning, Bix Weir, roadrunner.com with your morning horn disease, your sip of chaga coffee. Okay, Pebbleton Post just posted a discussion I had with Josh. Banks are bust. The bank stole your money and it's not coming back. Go check it out. Here's the first couple lines of the discussion.
This is the last breath of the unbacked fiat global monetary system. And it will never go to a gold backing. It will go to gold and silver, but it won't be a backed system. It's trust and faith that's dying. You know, if it's backed, we're going to back the dollar with all the gold in Fort Knox, nobody would give a shit. It's trust and faith. We don't trust you anymore, United States of America. You screwed us.
Go check it out. Great discussion on the Pebbleton Post YouTube channel. Also, go over to their Patreon channel. There's all kinds of great stuff. It's only like $7 a month. Crazy, practically free. Jenny's on there too last week. Go check it out. Silver is going down because the bankers clicked a mouse. This will stop by Tuesday is when the cutoff for reporting, because the top 4 bankers are trying to hide what they're doing. They're getting out of the silver manipulation game. The top 4 bankers in the world, which is obviously J.P. Morgan, probably Bank of America, and Citibank. Not sure who the 4th one is. It fluctuates a little bit, but they all collude together, so it doesn't really matter. If it's 4 or if it's 14 banks, they still collude together to rig the price of silver, to keep this system going. So great time, obviously, to buy. I know premiums are through the roof. Silver Eagles are approaching the all-time high for silver, which is $50. I hear Silver Eagles between $40 and $45 you can buy them for. The Silver Eagle will hit the all-time high, and that should be front-page news. What the U.S. Mint is doing is criminal. Literally criminal. They're supposed to be producing silver in quantities to meet demand. They decided not to do that anymore, without an explanation at all of why they are breaking the law. Anybody trying to cover up for them, and the very, very weak and feeble arguments against what is going on at the U.S. Mint, saying, oh, yeah, this is normal course of business, is bullshit. What's going on is the U.S. Mint knows what's about to happen. They increased Silver Eagle production, but decreased massively, more than 1/3 of the amount of coins they sell to U.S. customers. So, yeah, you're going to have to get some U.S. Silver Eagle coinage for your pocket. But you're going to have to pay over $40 for it, which is kind of crazy. And a lot of people have a hard time doing that. At the end of the day, $40 is going to be laughable when it goes to $400 or $4,000. But for now, it's tough to buy, so much less silver because you're getting U.S. Mint coinage. See if you can find some cheap pre-65 coinage, but that's hard to find as well. So you should have done this years ago when I was screaming about it. That's all I have to say. So you're going to have to pay up for it. Silver Eagle premiums will always be massively more than any other coin, because it's the money of the United States. It has that seal of approval. And they put a little notch in the Silver Eagle to put an identifier mark on it, like a QR code, so that we can use gold and silver, physical coins, as money. They won't be backed. There'll be no backing of a system. That's just ridiculous on the face of it, because the reason the old system is failing is lack of trust and confidence. You're not going to be able to say, okay, we are backing our currency, but no, you can't redeem any of the bills that are out there. It's going to have to be fully redeemable for specific silver and gold. And that's what the U.S. Mint is working on. So they'll be gunning for the silver riggers, be gunning for the moving averages as usual. Although it's not the big banks. The big banks, by the end of probably, if things stay together, by the end of May, the big banks will be completely out of the 4 big banks that usually rig it will be completely out of their short position, just like J.P. Morgan was able to get out of their short position. This is the 4 big banks. It's small and getting lower. So the latest slams in the price of silver, the end of last week and this week, is probably going to put them on the long side. of silver. And what do banks want to do when they're long? They want it to go higher. So hang on to your hats. It won't be long before. I think they will try to go for a big slam under $21, but it'll take a lot of firepower. And the whole reason for the slam is to get out of the short position. And it's all allowed by the CFTC and the SEC. They don't care. They know the game. They've been in it a long time. U.S. debt is exploding higher. Just to service the debt, the estimate is over $800 billion. This is the end game for all fiat money. Print it to infinity, soaking up all the benefits of unbacked fiat money. Build your roads, your bridges, your houses, your military, and then crash the system. And this is where we are. This is where we're headed. So, yes, the debt ceiling, it has to be voted on. They actually did change the estimated day of when it will be necessary. They call it the X date. And they were saying it's going to be probably in August through October, somewhere in that time frame. Great article on Zero Hedge about why it's probably going to be much earlier, even potentially, depending on what goes on with this tax season, even possibly in June. But they're estimating August 10th. I would estimate the insane D-Day is going to be September 11th, because the good guys have always used September 11th as the lessons learned by the bad guys. September 11, 2008 was the day that the entire system almost stopped functioning. So if they can last through the summer, I think September 11th will be the X day where Congress just walks away. It's over. The U.S. government folds up. I don't think they're going to come to any kind of long-term agreement on raising the debt ceiling. It's the end game, and they want it. We need it to be over. Every country in the world's kicking our ass now because we can't seem to find the proper footing with the Biden administration. Jamie Dimon, of all people, whose company announced billions in earnings and had a great quarter, said, "Oh, we got some trouble coming, trouble brewing in this vicious cycle." Who says crime doesn't pay in America? He is the mafia boss right now, easily taken out by an underling, but we'll see what happens. And then the SEC is trying to take control of everything with Gary Gensler at the helm, thinking, oh, yeah, we can control all assets, cryptos and stocks and bonds and treasuries. We can control it all because we're the SEC, and our computers are getting faster and faster. The problem with that is it takes a criminal SEC to run the system. If you want to fix markets, it's easy. Institute peer-to-peer transactions. Get rid of JP Morgan, get rid of Fidelity, get rid of Schwab, get rid of all the exchanges, and institute Veritasium. Veritasium is a peer-to-peer transaction software. That's what Veritasium is. But the SEC already came down so hard on Reggie Middleton. I can't see Reggie wanting to help the U.S. at all. Screw the U.S. I mean, but if it is, if the SEC is gone because Congress hasn't approved anything, the SEC will go. If they don't have a budget, they got nothing. Congress won't meet, and the SEC won't meet. So then it leaves these exchanges open for insanity. And if you implement Veritasium, you can actually have peer-to-peer transactions. This was in Cliff's data. I think it's going to come true. I just don't know when. It might be a while because the bankers control everything. They control your paycheck. They control the food, the gas, the oil, your warmth, your clothes, you name it. Everything's been controlled and derivatized, turns into derivatives, and that's the ultimate control. Central bank digital currency will never happen, in my opinion, because the people won't stand for it. I mean, they already have it. A bank can find out, or the Federal Reserve can find out anything you spend except for cash. And they could probably find out cash, truthfully, if they really try, because they'll know where the cash is getting turned in. Each dollar bill has a tracker code on it, like a QR code. But CBDCs, no, that's what the IMF wants. And the BIS has actually said, okay, we're moving to this CBDC. I see it as just more hyperinflation. They're not getting rid of the old currency. How are they going to implement the new one? And it's trust and faith in the people issuing it. And there's no trust and faith in the IMF or the World Bank or the World Economic Forum. None of that. It ain't going to happen. So, all right, go check out Pebbleton Post. Go check it out. the bank stole your money and it's not coming back. Great discussion. Go check it out at, you can start on YouTube. Part of it is posted on YouTube under the Pebbleton Post. The rest of it is on, what is it on? It is on, Patreon. Join the Patreon channel. Pebbleton Post Patreon channel, only $7 a month. Go check it out. That's all I got for you. If you want to join the road to Ruta, we are still at the moment, because they're slamming silver down, giving away 1 silver Ruta coin. That will end abruptly very soon, I believe. So get your silver Ruta coin while you can. We give them away with 1 subscription to the private road at roadtoruta.com, or a delivery, a renewal, and we deliver it right to your front door. So we'll mail it out, and you'll wake up one day, you'll go out and get your mail, and you'll have a silver Road to Ruta coin in your pocket. Go check it out. This is Bix Weir. I'll talk to you later.